Hey everyone, I'd like to start by saying Happy Thanksgiving to any of those who celebrate it. And, I'd also like to say that, thank you for staying with us for one whole year. If you didn't know, today, November 26th, is the 1 year anniversary of our channel. And, I know we've been on and off with, our schedule every now and then. In fact, we haven't uploaded a video in a few months at the time of this video going up. And I'd just like to say that, it's probably not the last time we'll have a long hiatus. We just have school to worry about. We both got jobs. We got lots of stuff on our plate, and we really just do this as a hobby. We don't have many subscribers that aren't our friends. We don't have many views per video, and we put in a lot of effort into these videos, in terms of, how much free time we actually have. But, we're still gonna be doing it, because we enjoy doing it, and we have fun making these videos, and obviously, we've been doing it for a year, so, yeah. I'd just like to say thank you for that, and that we will continue making videos. Hope you enjoy. This is a podcast, so it's a bit different from what we normally do, and we will be changing up our formula a bit from normal Let's Plays, but there's more info on that in the video. So hope you enjoy. Bye. Hey guys,
what's up?
Welcome to the first episode of the Comcast.
Yeah.
Working title. Anyway.
Okay.
It's
been a while.
It has been a while.
He kept his promise on the Twitter.
I did. I kept my promise on the Twitter.
This is the video. Be disappointed. I am too.
Yeah. We're all equally disappointed here. It's okay.
We haven't recorded an episode in forever. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just really don't feel like
Well, we just don't feel like it.
We really don't. There's not many other reason.
Shit's been going down for a couple months. We're out of excuses at this point.
Yeah, okay. So we just really don't feel like recording video games in particular, at least because obviously we are recording this, so that's
on that note, we're going to expand our horizons a bit more.
Yes, we want to expand our horizons.
So we don't just have to do video. We'll be able to do shit that we actually want to do.
Yeah.
Video games, big part of
video
our
games
life.
That's going to be 50% of it, I guess. But the other 50% is going to be a makeup of this podcast, or like maybe, scripted reviews or something like that. Skits. And
maybe some, movie reviews.
Yeah, anything really. If we feel like making it, we'll just make it.
So you'll probably see a lot of weird shit on our channel.
The slightly agitated variety, brothers. But, so I hope this isn't, to your disliking. Not that anybody, all three real people who watch us.
Later, Ashby and Nathan.
Yeah. But
I hate those guys. I don't like
they're
they watch our
dick holes.
But they're cum heads.
They are. Yes. This is the Cumcast.
Yeah,
we do have standards here.
If you're a fan of the Cumcast, you're a cum head. Welcome.
Don't
talk about that filthy man on our channel.
Hold on. All right, so I'm going to pull up.
We'll have no politics, only gaming.
Only gaming.
Only gaming.
All right, so here we go. 19th of October, #SAGB. Hey guys, I know this is a tweet from the Slightly Agitated Gaming Brothers Twitter. Hey guys, 19th of October 2020. Hey guys, I know it's been a while.
2019.
Hey guys, I know
it's a year ago. We'll have one late this November. We missed it by a year.
Hey guys, I know it's been a while since we've uploaded, and I don't want to get your hopes up with this message. So just know that it will be a bit longer until we upload again. Look forward to more videos around, I said the middle of November.
We're hitting
Love
you
you
guys
guys.
with an
So
early...
yeah, we got you. It is November 4th, day after Election Day. Oh boy. Oh shit. Wait.
You shouldn't
God
have said
damn
that.
it. But
No, all the comments are going to be about politics.
it's like, oh my god, you like Election Day?
Oh my god, you guys didn't vote? You're like minors, you have to. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, so as you saw in the thumbnail, I don't know if I'll put it in the thumbnail, in the title, I guess.
Yeah.
Today we are talking about, our favorite video games and
Yeah.
just, branching off of that, video games in general. Stuff like that. We've never recorded a podcast. We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know how to start.
Yeah. But what we do have is right here. Last night we made a top 10 list for both me and Ashby.
Yeah.
Top 10 list of our favorite video games. And we're not just going to, rank them off and stuff like that, because that's boring. Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go on a couple and be like, yeah, this is a cool game, man. We have no clue what we're doing, and we're sorry. I really am. Don't touch me. No!
He fell.
Cut that out. Anyway.
This is not worthy of the Cumcast.
So,
We have a degree of some quality on the Cumcast here, guys.
so let's start with...
Working title, my apologies.
That's fine.
We're still gonna call you Cumheads, though.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the Gentleman Podcast. Hey, come heads. I hope you're having fun. But let's start with the game that Ashby and I put on both of our lists. Okay, let's start with how we did this list was the top 3 are in order of first favorite, second favorite, third favorite, and then the rest of the 7 are just in a random order of just games we really like that we put on our top 10.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm making sure you didn't, like...
Didn't want to change anything. I did not.
Yeah.
But
Good.
all right.
I don't know. You're trying to sabotage me on a podcast.
Top 10 favorite games. Ashby.
Don't name
Final
it yet.
Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I've played one Final Fantasy game, and it's on the list.
I've played all Final Fantasy games, and one of them is on the list. So let's start with the game that both of us have actually played, and we both have on our list. And that would be Puyo Puyo Tetris
phenomenal.
at number 3 for Ashby and number 5 for me.
I really like Tetris, man. What
Yeah,
can I say?
okay. So as you may or may not know, we have played Tetris Gaiden on the channel.
Like one of the first,
It was.
Like, I think it wasn't in the first session?
It was the first session, like second episode uploaded on the channel.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Tetris Gaiden.
Yeah.
And we really, I mean, that was a really cool version of Tetris. I really hope they would remake that. But
We could play that again, actually.
we could play that again. We have toyed with that idea.
Yeah.
But like I think like they're adding, they have Puyo Puyo for the for the Super Famicom on SNES Online on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's like if they had Tetris Gaiden, that'd be that'd be awesome. I would love that a lot. And Puyo Puyo, I mean, it's got its place in video game history, but I suck ass at it, and I don't like it very much.
Same. I got it for Tetris.
Yeah.
By totally legitimate
Yes,
not like
it's not
custom firmware my idea. That
yeah, let's just say Ashby doesn't speak Japanese, and also his favorite version is the 3DS version, which is only in Japan. Anyway, my favorite's on the Switch, which I actually did buy through totally. I mean, Ashby did too, buy it through totally legitimate means.
Yeah.
Anyway, next one. The only other game that we have that we said both of us enjoyed, or put on the list rather, we all enjoy all of the games on the list, was Minecraft.
Yeah,
and,
I mean that's just a given.
At our age, that being 17 and 16, respectively, me and Ashby. Minecraft was a big part of our childhood. It was a big part of anyone's childhood from our, I guess, age group.
May I speak an antidote?
Please do.
An anecdote.
Anecdote.
Furry. I'm
What
sorry.
the freak, dude?
They call me a cumhead, and that's why I'm here on the Cumhead podcast.
Yes.
The Cumcast.
They call me. I got a friend that calls me Five Head. So
I got a friend-
Five Cast. Hi
I
guys.
got a friend that calls me, "Get the fuck away from me, you fucking degenerate." But anyway,
How'd you get in my house? I locked the door. Stop following me.
Hush. Now is my time to speak.
Okay.
So many moon ago, my father had a friend from work named James. He worked at BMW for a while.
Yeah. Let's avoid using names.
Oh yeah,
Make fake
that's
names.
not his real name.
Oh, okay.
I went in knowing this. His name's Devin. No, that's not his actual name either.
For the sake of secrecy, we'll
yeah.
keep his name blank.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Charles?
Ain't that right, Charles Jimmery?
Jimmy.
I don't know. First thing I thought. Okay, so.
All right, continue, please.
He made a Minecraft server for him and my father, and then my dad realized that he wasn't an epic gamer and basically passed down his Minecraft account onto me, which I still have. That's still the account I use.
Oh shit.
And I got into a server with him, and like we did survival for a really long time, and I was like, dang, this is really cool and stuff. And then, I mean, like that was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Like I never really talked with the guy. Like we literally just I literally just played Minecraft for like 3 hours a day for like a solid like 4 months. And then like he was like, let's make it creative, and I was like, all right. And then we made it creative, and then we just made like a monstrosity of a like
A structure, a building.
Well, buildings. We
Yeah.
made-
A city.
He made a lot of cool stuff. I just made giant robots that I thought looked cool. Like I basically just made glorified Minecraft Gundams. And but it was like really cool. I made one of them with a working TNT cannon on them at like the
that's
age
cool.
of 9, and
Heretical.
it didn't work very well. It just
Oh well.
it went like 3 feet, but it still worked, and I ended up blowing up the foot of it. So it's like, I'm never gonna use this again. But yeah, it was cool. And then now I still play the game. Like yesterday, me and my friend Benjamin, we set up like a server and
We
just
should totally have Benny on the podcast.
we should.
And,
We put a ton of mods on it, and then we just like started building a fucking like castle again. Sorry.
oh shit.
It was cool. It was cool. I like Minecraft. I like it.
Minecraft is cool. For I guess I gotta tell a Minecraft story then.
Yes, you do.
Well, I don't have a formalized Minecraft story, I guess. I can tell you my history with Minecraft, though. So, I played a lot of Pocket Edition, and it was mostly Pocket Edition
Dude.
until...
You know, like I have another memory where I just like played like the light version on this bus on like the YMCA or something one summer on someone's like iPod Touch 4. It was really cool.
It was a simpler time.
Yeah, and now everything is bad and they're cool.
Everything's awful.
I know what you're
Minecraft sucks, man. No. Minecraft's still really cool. It's better than it's ever been.
Yeah.
And I still play it. I still play it, not frequently, but I told one of my old friends that I used to play it with. I was like, yo, hit me up. I'm done to play sometime. And he was like, all right, Lamau. And then, yeah, haven't heard from him. But that was yesterday, so that's okay. But, yeah, I had watched, Minecraft videos. I started my own channel way back when, I think, like, 20...
Five Nights at Freddy's mod.
Yeah,
review.
I did mod reviews for Minecraft Pocket Edition, a la Little Drummer Boy and X Dark Absolute. People that I actually, like, talked with and knew. And, I mean, they're not, very popular YouTubers,
Yeah.
but in the Minecraft mod Pocket Edition community, they're known. Let's say that much.
I
But
was part of it. Like I remember like modding my fucking Kindle.
yeah,
Like, to
exactly.
get
It's fun, and like I mean, that's how my my own personal channel is bigger than this channel, although that will change with enough determination and effort
time, hopefully.
and time. My channel didn't take time. My channel, I was just like, this is fun to do, and then all of a sudden, put a certain Five Nights at Freddy's Minecraft Pocket Edition mod review on the channel. Boom, 10,000 views. Boom, 100 subscribers. I'm like, well, all right, I'll take this. And then, haha, haven't seen a video on my channel since. And I deleted all my. They were a product of me being a cringy ass
God, that reminds
child.
me and Benny, when we were still like, I think we were like 10 at this point. It was like a sleepover we were having at my dad's, and we were playing this game that's called like Dungeon Souls or something.
Yeah.
It was like a roguelike co-op dungeon crawler thing.
Yeah.
And we made one like 2-hour video about it, and it's the most egregious thing to watch. It has no subscribers, but I had the video that we made recommended to me like a week ago, and I was like, my god.
This is amazing.
Like, yeah, like there was this one bit where like, this just goes to show you how mature we were at this point. There was one bit where Benny was like, hold on. He stood up and grabbed the microphone, like farted into the microphone, and then we just died laughing for 5 minutes. And like I kind of chuckled at it recently because like it was the most comically sounding, like most cliche cartoon fart sound effect. And I'm still not a mature person, as I'm sure you are aware from all of the humor on the channel. By the way. Yeah. Check the title of this video, man. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. YouTube channels are awful. Fine. You can continue. I got sidetracked.
Yeah, I have like 3 different Minecraft Java Edition accounts, and every time I get a new
72 alternative accounts.
Every time I get a new computer or something akin to that, I'll always forget the login and stuff, and then I'll just be like, whatever, and just buy a new account. And it's like, all right. Well, this is fine. Well, it's well worth the money. Is it $26 still? Minecraft.
I think it like something like that.
Yeah, we'll say 30 to be safe. Yeah. Because I know it's not more than that. It can't be, right?
Just like actually like 230.
Yeah. But no, for $30, Minecraft is a very. Well, it's a well worth it experience. Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
an
it's
amazing
anywhere
game.
near completion either.
Well, yeah, exactly. Minecraft is going to keep being updated, and stuff's going to be added.
I think we got a good like 10, 20 years. Honestly.
Yeah, we got a long time, and even then, you can add mods to make your own personal touch. If you like science, you can do freaking like these extremely complicated mods.
Yeah, there's even like full computers that you can put in the game.
Exactly. There's
stuff for everyone.
If you want to farm, if you want to do the medieval thing like you're doing,
shit.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
There's even a mod where you can make like an airship. That is like the coolest mod ever.
There's a lot of stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a good game. And it's a big part of everyone's childhood. It still is a big part of people's childhood.
I feel like there's not one person who hasn't had at least one experience with Minecraft in their childhood.
Yeah.
Of this era.
And in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It was a good game. It was a good game. And it still is. I mean, kids are still playing it. Yeah. Like, recently when, a year or so ago, when hating Fortnite became good, lots of kids were, at the pool when I used to lifeguard. A lot of kids would just say they'd fight. It's like Fortnite versus Minecraft. And I'm just like,
There's
wow.
no competition.
You kids play frickin' Minecraft, dude? Like, that's rad. And then they'd start saying, Roblox and Minecraft, and I was like, all right.
Roblox.
I played my fair share of Roblox. It was an interesting and fun experience. Then I got Gmod, and I was like, this is just better.
This isn't on my list, but like I played a ton of this one like Attack on Titan Roblox game.
Yeah,
like, ungodly.
It doesn't have to be on your list. Keep that in mind. Oh, I stole Nick's socks.
Oh, dang.
Anyway, continue.
No, but yeah, that was about it. I just remember being like, oh god, I want to get a game like this, and then I got like the first one.
Attack on Titan games,
yeah. That reminds me, like I got it for Christmas before I got my Xbox, and my parents were talking about how they weren't going to give me an Xbox, so I got the game, and I was like, all right, well, I'm getting the Xbox. I was irrationally like sad for a minute. I was like, oh wait, this just confirms it.
Yeah. But
I also got a headset that lasted me literally 2 weeks.
All right, yeah, you got to get a really good headset, or it's not gonna last you at all.
Yeah, that's why I've just settled with headphones and a microphone.
Yeah, I mean it works.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got next? Let's go on to Ashby's list. Let's talk
Let's start with the bottom.
Let's talk Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon.
All
right. So at number 8 on Ashby's list, he said Pokemon Diamond, and at number 8 on my list, I said Pokemon Black 2.
All right.
I'll go first.
Yeah. Okay. First. I went first from Mark.
I'm gonna say. Pokemon Diamond is, of course, Gen 4.
Yeah.
I do not like Gen 4. It is one of my least favorite generations, although now that Sun and Moon is out, well, Sun and Moon's been out. I hate Sun and Moon. It is my least favorite generation. I'd say, in terms of how much I dislike it, I think Gen 4 is. I like it more than Gen 8. Is that what we're at now? Yeah.
I think
Gen
so.
8, but less than Gen 6. Because I like Gen 6, alright.
Yeah.
It's not bad. But my favorite generation is definitely Generation 5.
Honestly, I think it peaked the generation.
I honestly do also
I have
think
my
it
reasons
peaked
for
at
liking
Generation
Gen 4.
5.
I'll explain that when it's
I
time.
liked X and Y. I didn't think, the entire series was going down the gutter once X and Y
Yeah.
came out. But
It
I was
was
like,
just-
I'm going to stick with Black too. This game looks
Yeah.
beautiful.
And
It's got a lot of
Sun and Moon
Pokemon.
came out. And I was like,
Yeah, then
oh,
Sun and Moon
Lord.
came out. I was like, this isn't. Is this Pokemon again? Whoa, gangsters with a bad attitude. That's the main enemy in that game. I didn't like Sun and Moon, and I played most of it. I did not finish it, so I don't know. Maybe if the ending is absolutely super tubular, radical, amazing, grody, gnarly.
I doubt it.
I highly doubt it. And then Sword and Shield. I actually haven't played any of Sword and Shield, but Radical Soda, check him out. He has a video where he plays the entire series and talks about the game. He's kind of cool. He's Australian JonTron.
Oh, fun.
But
I'm not aware of this human.
no, he's pretty cool. You should watch him.
I plan to now.
But there is
Maybe if I remember.
yeah, Gen 5.
Let's talk about the games we actually put on it.
Yeah. You know what? Let's actually not do that. Let's work our way up. So Gen 1. It's Generation 1. I mean,
It's where you started.
it's where the series started.
It apparently sparked a lot with a lot of people, and now
Yeah,
it was
don't
like, all
don't
right.
play Blue and Red. Play Fire Red and Leaf Green
Yeah.
if you have
And
to
also
play Gen
don't
1.
don't go into it thinking it's going to be the be all end all Pokemon. Like,
Yeah, it's
prime
Pokemon.
experience.
Don't get
But
me
that's
wrong.
it.
It's the
But
game
that's
I've
it.
played. It's the Pokemon game I've played the most
Yeah.
through ROM hacks and stuff. I've beaten Pokemon Red like
See,
10 times at
to
least.
me, each generation adds something. Not exactly like big, or not like not like the gimmick of the
Series.
more just like it has its own personality and
Yeah,
compares it
yeah,
to the
yeah,
other one.
yeah, yeah.
So the first gen is just Pokemon, and that's
Yeah,
it. And
the
that's it.
personality of Gen 1 is that, yeah, it's Pokemon.
Yeah, that's it.
We got Pokemon here.
Yeah.
You better believe it. Well, actually, saying that,
Gen 2 felt more explorative.
Gen 2
3 was
is-
like you're caught up in the middle of a fucking mafia, like,
yeah, Gen 2 was,
and then 4 is long.
yeah.
And cosmic collapse might happen in a bit.
No,
big
maybe.
deal. And then 5 is
Gen
just
5 is like,
the same thing but with dragons and is cooler.
yeah, and also like, Pokemon hippies.
And
It's
then-
like Pokemons don't deserve
and-
to fight, says
then-
the green-haired hottie.
And then there's 6, 3D.
Yeah, that's, to be honest,
7
6 has
Don't talk about it.
7.
It's awful.
Hawaii.
8.
8. Britain.
Big.
Big, very big. Lots of world, very empty space, not good designs. Anyway,
too much porn. Too much.
too much. I don't know. You seen Cynthia? Anyway,
Well, yeah,
on to Gen 5.
See, that's why I like Gen. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's one of the contributing factors. Okay, actually though, I freaking loved that champion fight against Cynthia.
Cynthia? Yeah, Cynthia's one of the best bosses in all of Pokemon. I will stand by that.
Yeah.
However,
I think the latter half of
better than
the latter half of Gen 4 is what I prefer to the beginning.
yeah, because the beginning's so hard to get into. That game
Yeah,
is
so, yeah.
so slow.
I
Not
started-
just slow paced, but like literally the DS could barely handle it, so it was just literally slow.
Yeah, it was.
And but then they were like, oh wait, Lamau, and then they were like, here, Pokemon Black and White, which I think objectively is the best Pokemon game.
I agree. I just like
Because
see,
it's got the
it
best
is-
story
It is the
and-
better game, but to me, Gen 4 is more nostalgia behind it. It was the first Pokemon game I ever got.
Yeah.
It was it was my first foray into the
Yeah.
franchise. And
See, I judge a Pokemon game based on how many evolutions it has, and that's why I like Gen 2 more than Gen 3.
I got like, and then after Gen 4, I was like, okay, let's get Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and then I played the original on an emulator on my shitty laptop that my dad basically stole from work.
Hell yeah.
And I beat it on the emulator somehow. I just never closed it and like lost the save, and then I beat it, and I was like, dang. Well, I almost beat it.
Radical.
I haven't beaten a Pokemon game until I was like 14.
Yeah.
And that was Omega Ruby and Alpha. But still, Gen 4 is a lot more
I
nostalgia.
beat Soul Silver, and that was the first Pokemon game I played. By the way, love Gen 2. I think it's one of the best gens.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I don't know why.
I really like Soul Silver.
It's got the day-night. Yeah, it's got the day-night cycle.
Yeah, that
It's
was
got fun legendaries, and it's got the bird. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
think
It
it has so
had a
much
lot of
charm to it.
legendaries.
It really did. Yeah. Gen 3 is alright. You see Emerald everywhere, though. Although I will say the most recent Pokemon game I actually played and beat to completion was Omega Ruby when that came out. Yes, I believe that is the truth. Yeah, shortly before that, though, I played X and Y and beat that one. And then I played Pokemon games in order, really.
Yeah.
Like, the first Pokemon game I got was Soul Silver when it first came out. Then I traded that for, I actually did skip Gen 4 as a kid. And that might be a reason. I'd assume so. But, yeah,
I feel
I
like-
traded that for White when White first came out.
Gen 4 is hard to enjoy unless you got it as a kid.
Yeah,
honestly.
it really. Pokemon as
It's
a
hard to
whole
play
is
it.
hard to enjoy unless you freaking played it as a
Yeah,
kid.
Especially
Getting
Gen
into
4.
Pokemon as an adult would be hard as shit.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
why you only see like big, huge fans of it. Like,
Yeah.
From the childhood play it.
Yeah,
as they do.
exactly. You're not gonna see someone introduced to this
They're-
franchise like a year ago and be
they're
like,
the-
"Yeah, this is amazing. I love this. This is the best one."
They're the kind of people that still know what their dream team is. Like,
Yeah.
From when they were like 10 years old.
Yeah, I
Props
always
to those guys.
no matter what,
Hard to say
if
the
I
franchise,
replay a Pokemon game, the start of it, I'll always go with the starter I went when I first played that game.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I
I
did
could
that with
try to pick something
Gen
else.
4.
I just won't do it.
Yeah.
I do that with every generation. I always go. Gen 1 is Bulbasaur. Gen 2 is Totodile. Gen 3 is Trico. Gen 4 is Gen 4 actually I've only played twice, and I got Turtwig the first time and Piplup the second time because I freaking hate Infernape. Or wait, what's his Monferno?
Monferno's is.
Yeah.
Infernape is his last form. I
Yeah,
think.
what's his first form?
Chimchar?
Chimchar. I hate Chimchar.
Yeah.
Like the name Chimchar, though.
I like him.
5, I'm always Oshawott. 6, I don't remember the names. Oh, wait, no. I was Frogman. I was Greninja.
Yeah.
I forgot the first one. Gen 7, I was
Frog.
Liddy. And Gen
I chose.
8, I haven't played.
Owl. Yeah, neither have
What about you?
I.
If you can recall.
I remember playing I actually just bought like the original Game Boy version of Gen 1 and I played like halfway through that. And I chose Charmander a lot.
Yeah.
Even
A lot
though
of
he was
people like Charmander.
Yeah, I'm not see, that's the one I started with, but I ended up getting lost, giving up for like 3
I
months,
mean,
moving
literally,
back to it, and
Gen
then
7
picking...
was my first fire type starter I ever picked. I don't like fire types.
Yeah,
Oh,
neither do I.
hello. Ignoring that. Alright, continue. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, so I chose Squirtle next.
Squirtle.
That's the one I better was in tune with.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Gen 2 always chose Totodile. That is the best one.
Yes, everyone likes Totodile.
Even though he is just an alligator.
I'm not a huge fan of Cyndaquil, but I do really
Yeah.
like Chikorita. A lot of people hate on Chikorita, but I think Bayleaf and Magnesium are amazing.
Yeah. Gen 3 is Mudkip for me all the way. I fell hard into this meme when I was young.
Yeah, yeah.
And I regret that phase, but I still Mudkip for life. Sorry. Gen 4, Turtwig for life, my boy. That was my son, my child. I remember my team was so unbalanced. All my other like Pokemon were like level like 40 and 50, and then he was just like 70.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I used him so much.
So it always is.
Yeah. And then what was Gen 5? I think I always chose Snivy, but I played all of them at one point, and then
Yeah.
I was like, I like Snivy.
I like Snivy. Snivy is cool. I like
6.
Snivy better than Tepig. Firestarters
fair.
just suck now.
Yeah.
Except Charmander. Charmander is cool.
I think Torchic was also alright.
Yeah, Torchic was alright.
Gen 6 I chose Chespin. 7 I chose Rowlet because I like Owl. And then 8 I haven't played and have no plans to play. But if I had to choose, it'd be none of them. I'd kill all of them with my bare hands. I'd strangle them all. Come and get me, Peter. You can't wield my rage.
It's okay. They're knocking on the door right now. They're very gentle.
Oh no, they're getting angry.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's go to our Final Fantasy games.
So we both have a Final Fantasy game on the list.
What a great transition.
Yeah, thank you. Made it myself.
Yeah, you did. There's truth to that statement.
At number 6, Ashby has Final Fantasy IV for the DS. Specifically DS. That's we'll get into why that is. Unless you already know why that is.
I might have talked about it already on the channel somewhere. I doubt it. I don't know how playing Mother 3 would get me to talk about Final Fantasy IV on the DS specifically. But, I mean, might happen. I talk about weird shit all the time.
And for me, at number 4, I have Final Fantasy V for the PS1.
Ah, lovely.
Yes, very interesting choice.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. I went first last time.
Okay. Final Fantasy IV. It was the first one I played. I saw it on store shelves and I was like, yo, that looks fucking rad. If you haven't seen the box art, it looks sick. I still want that back. I gave it to him because I didn't play it for a while, but then I was like, dang, I should play this again. And I did. I didn't beat it again, but I beat it a long time ago when I was like 12, which was like, it was and probably still is my biggest achievement as a gamer.
It's a difficult game.
It is a very difficult game on the DS.
If you do not know, Final Fantasy IV, released in Japan as Final Fantasy IV, was a reasonably difficult game for the Super Famicom. It was the first Final Fantasy game on the Super Famicom. It, however, came over to America at a bad time. As we were porting Final Fantasy II to the NES, we realized, hey, the SNES just came out, so let's put this new Final Fantasy game.
Was it like as 3 or 2?
It was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ported it as 2. So Final Fantasy IV in America is Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy V just didn't happen in America till the PS1.
Exactly.
And then Final Fantasy 6 was Final Fantasy 3 for the SNES. But yeah, another thing they did, other than fuck up the titles, was make it very, very incredibly easy. It was a very simple game, and I mean, it was basically the origin of RPGs are just spam the A button until you win a battle. However, that changed when they re-released it, 3D remake for the DS, and it then became one of the most difficult Final Fantasy games. Not the most difficult. I think that title goes to Final Fantasy III for the DS. Maybe not the DS version. It's one of the Final Fantasy III. It's pretty difficult. 2 is also very difficult.
Yeah.
I guess 14 you could say is difficult because it's unbeatable because it's an MMO. But I mean, technically 11 you can't play at all. So haha. But anyway, so yeah, Final Fantasy IV is a very difficult, not only Final Fantasy game, but RPG and game in general.
Yeah.
So beating that is no simple feat.
It took me a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you grind enough to the point...
That's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, that's what most people have to do. Because, I mean, RPGs are either...
See, I'm kind of an impatient person, which is why I haven't really played any of the other Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I have no feasible idea what kept me going on playing 4.
It's a lot of the people I've talked to who don't know much about Final Fantasy say that they don't want to constantly grind and spend hours and hours grinding. If you get a good Final Fantasy game, you don't have to grind at all. Yeah. Like, I can play Final Fantasy V at this point, the one I've played the most. We'll get more on that later. And yeah, I could play through it all without grinding, like at all. You don't have to grind at all. I mean, just go from one point to another, completing the story, doing stuff like that. And it's pretty fun. I can do that with 1. I don't like 2, don't really like 3. 4, I haven't played too much of, but I've beaten it once on the SNES. No, yeah, SNES. And then, yada, 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 yada. 6, you don't need to grind too much for. 7 is when the series starts getting... We're just going to focus on 1 through 6, because those are the 2D JRPG turn-based, the things.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of Final Fantasy V, that's a bit of a weird favorite. No one really talks about it too much. For good reason. It doesn't really stick out in any way, shape, or form. However, the nostalgia, it gets you, and it gets you good. That is the main reason I like Final Fantasy V most, is because it's one of the first ones I played. It's the first one I beat. I have beaten it multiple times since. I really like the class system. It's really fun. The music is really good. Everything about it is just mediocre, but there's things here and there that are really above average, and they're really nice and good, and I like it. It's a good game. It's a fun game. I could beat it with my eyes closed. But yeah, that's Final Fantasy.
Not a lot to say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Final Fantasy.
Yeah, there's a lot of games.
Four's story was god awful.
Four's
let's
story
be real
was
here.
Yeah, but
And
it was on the SNES.
as
It's
a-
forgivable.
As a kid,
Kind
I
of.
was like,
I mean, Chrono Trigger was also on the SNES, but
as a kid, I was like, yeah, you know what? This is acceptable. And
it's
I enjoyed it.
acceptable. I was like, whoa, armor. Ooh,
Yeah.
stab, dragons, yay,
I
fun.
like Cecil's armor.
Cecil.
For some reason, the name
Messel.
Cecil stuck with me for a really long time, and I use it for a lot of characters that I write in stories for some reason. Like, there will always be, at least, even if the
Cecil.
main character isn't named Cecil, there will be a character that has the name Cecil, even if they just show up once.
Just
It always
like-
happens.
Just like Sid in Final Fantasy. There's a Sid in every Final Fantasy game because it's a
Cool.
running joke thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, on to the next game. These
Yeah.
transitions, we're killing them, dude.
Yeah. At this point, I don't think we share any other more franchises from here.
We do
We do?
not,
Alright.
but we share similar companies and creators. All right, so let's go through yours first. So at number 7 and 9, respectively, Ashby has Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii and Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Wii.
Oh, lovely game.
So, please explain.
Explain. Okay, so
Explain your awful decision.
Kirby has been
Not
a
really.
big,
I like both those games.
Yeah, Kirby has been a big part of my life since my gaming career for
Career.
a very,
making money
very
off
long
this?
time. Yeah, very, very, very long time. Like the first DS game that I got, besides a title that we shall get to later on my list, was Kirby Mass Attack, and that was my first Kirby game. And I beat it 12 times.
That's
Literally
a lot of
12
times.
times. Mainly because whenever I'd go to Ohio to see my family, I'd play it on the way
I
there.
got you.
I've only beaten the final boss once though. And despite beating it that many times, it still sticks as a fever dream, and I don't remember like barely any of it. Like it's really weird. I don't know.
You really don't on car rides. Like very few.
You
I've
play
been
because you're
on
bored.
several 13-hour long drives whenever I went to Chicago, and one of the only things I can remember from that is playing Pokemon Shuffle on the 3DS. That's one of the only things I remember. The rest is just a blur.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue. Sorry,
It's
Kirby.
okay.
No, yeah, Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby. So Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I saw Game Grumps play it, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool," and didn't think about it ever again. Yeah, I don't know those guys.
Slightly Agitated Gaming
Oh,
Brothers.
right. My apologies. But like,
Playing. We played Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance. Games. You should watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Link in the description.
It took me literally forever to beat it.
But it's the only game we've beaten on the channel.
We don't talk about drill dozer.
We don't talk about Drill Dozer.
Um,
Or Bucky and Rocky.
yeah.
Or Bucky and Rocky too. Technically, we beat Tetris Gaiden, but like that doesn't really count.
Yeah. We'll eventually beat Mother. I want to beat that game.
We will beat Mother.
I think I got it on my list. When I
we
beat
will.
it, I'll probably.
I will
beat
say
it on my
right
list.
now, I solemnly swear, unless I no longer want to, we will beat Mother 3 on the channel.
Okay, so Return to Dreamland.
Within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
That's too limiting, no!
12, 15, 20,
So,
30.
within the next eon.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a
Okay.
measure of distance.
Return to Dreamland. I watched this guy. I forgot his name. He was like ranking top 15 Kirby bosses or whatever, and at the number 1 spot was Magalore from the same game.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I want to play that. And I asked for it for Christmas, and I got it, and like, there's like, I got it in a box, right? It was like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like not just, it was just filled with like those like soft, like mint, like peppermint, like
Yeah.
chew. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Those
yeah,
are like
yeah.
my favorite type of peppermints.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The chewy ones?
Yeah,
Like,
and I
really
just-
like the chalky ones almost,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I got you.
I dug through it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, whoa, this is whole. Like I dumped. Like I tried to like dump it out a little bit onto the table, and
Yeah.
the game fell. And I was like, what? Because that's the only game I asked for.
Kirby!
Yeah.
Many square fats,
Um,
many square fats. Keep going.
Don't mind me. But yeah, I played that a lot. I played it with. I had this group of friends, or like just a childhood friend from like, who I've known since forever, who I will not name here.
His name's
It's
Ben
not-
10.
It's not. It wasn't Benny.
It's Ben 10.
Yeah, it was
we're
Ben
gonna
10.
call him Ben 10 for
Yeah.
lack of a better name.
Yeah, it's definitely not a her.
It's definitely not Benicia Tanisha.
It's definitely not Abigail Cromwell or anything. Oh shit, my bad. Anyway,
It's definitely not Michelle Obama.
She had a brother and a sister, and we all played that game together on my Wii, many a weekend, and we all beat it eventually, and that was like the most, as you epic gamers say, pog moment.
IDK never streamed though. We should totally get a Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
Sorry.
And like when we saw there was a new game plus, we had to beat the whole game over again. No one did it, and then I picked it up like 2 years later, and then played it, and then beat it, and I was like, God damn, I love this game, a whole
Yeah.
fucking bunch. I have no idea why, because debatably there are better ones out there.
Yeah.
But like, holy shit, man, I really
like Kirby
Return to
Air
Dreamland.
Riders for the GameCube.
Yeah, exactly. But I just love Return to Dreamland, dude. It was.
I mean,
great.
yeah, it's a good game that I haven't played,
Yeah.
but I've seen, so it's okay. I like Kirby. I remember seeing the commercials for it when that game first came out,
Dude,
very
same.
vaguely, and he had a giant sword. And I was like, Link?
Yeah. Hold on. I think I saw
Yeah, he has the game. Get it, get it.
Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors, my favorite game
That's
of all time.
That's also the best Sonic game.
Just ever.
Yeah. No, there's probably others, but that's the one I played a lot, and it's the only good one. And I thought it would be good, and then I got Sonic Boom for my 3DS, like when that
Hell
came out, and I
yeah.
was sorely disappointed.
That game is amazing. Unironically, it's the best game I've ever played.
Yeah. Oh, check how dated this is.
Oh, well, those are good games, except for that.
Except for Mario Party 9. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, I have it right here. I
We
don't
got
know
the
what
game
disc
here.
is.
Nathan, Shaboom.
Yeah.
Yep, game's on the screen now. Okay,
put
bye.
another copy.
Put another cup.
Now another one.
Okay.
Bam! Boom! Pow! Show him with the sword. Yeah.
Dude, that
okay,
was
take
pretty
it away.
I like how he beat all of those Nazis to the ground.
Yeah, thanks, Kirby.
Using the 3 copies of Kirby's Return to Dreamland as a battlefield.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Anyway, next game.
I'm not putting this in.
Oh,
no, I can try. Point of the podcast is so editing's easy. All right.
Just have a bit every once in a while.
Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii.
that's also one of
Yeah,
mine.
it's also you.
Wait, did you have that on there too?
No.
Oh, okay, should I go?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you.
Okay, bye.
But yeah, that was the only game I had for the Wii other than M&M Code I was playing at the time. Because that's when feasible human being on the earth bought a Wii.
Yeah. I remember that time.
And my parents were none the wiser, and they fed into the cult of the Wii. And my dad showed me Galaxy once. He got like a quarter of the way through the game and stopped playing it.
That was a hard game. I played that game.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult. And I didn't beat it either. I got like halfway through it and didn't beat it, but I still like the memories, the music, the way it played was like really cool. And I remember the same friend earlier, like me and that one friend, we played a lot of my Wii games. Probably too much.
All two of them: Mario Kart, M&M Racing, and Mario Galaxy.
Dude, I have
Mario Kart, M&M Racing. That's not a real game.
M&M, Mario and M&M.
Mario and Linguini Superstar M&M's Racing Edition Super.
There's a lot of nostalgia around Super Mario Galaxy, but a lot of the praise I will give it has already been said, so I'm just not going to bother.
Don't bother. Ass game, ass console, ass life, I'm going to kill myself.
Yes, yeah. No.
Alright, so thank you, Ashby, for your...
Yeah, no problem. Thanks
Thanks
for
for being
having me
a
on.
special guest on the show. I'll see you next time.
You'll just be by yourself.
Alright, so from the same company, that being Nintendo, no shit.
Stardew Valley on the PC.
Yeah! No, at number 7, I have Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Switch. Keep in mind, that is not actually my 7th that is more like my 4th favorite game of all time. We just didn't put 4 through 10 in any particular order. We could have, but we were lazy, so who cares? But no, Breath of the Wild is an amazing game with an amazing soundtrack. It is very beautiful. It is extremely fun. It's got a compelling story. There's just a lot of shit to do in it too.
I bought it like a week ago.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I really like it.
I
haven't played a lot of Zelda.
Zelda. Well, that's the thing too.
It's
is that
not like any other Zelda game?
Yeah, I have one friend who really didn't like Zelda Breath of the Wild. He was like, "It's not like Zelda at all." I was like, "That's all right. If you don't like it for that reason, that's understandable." And then he was like, "Not only that, it's also just a bad game." I was like, "Well, now, fella, that's where you're wrong." Because this objectively is a amazing game.
You can have your opinions, but like
they'll be wrong. Just know that.
I mean, you can't deny the fact that it is a very well made game.
It is a very well made.
You can have your opinions. You can think it's bad, but you're wrong.
Yeah, it is objective
from a technical standpoint.
Fact. It is a good game. It is. It's a fun game. It's reasonably difficult, which you don't see with too many Zelda games. But it is. Oh, you getting it out?
No, I just found my copy of Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, radical!
Cool.
He found Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, the disc is in it and everything.
Is it the Nintendo Selects or is it just OG?
God.
What?
Yeah, it's the OG.
Oh, OG. Cool.
I got like the giant like.
It's a large manual.
Oh god, that's nice. Okay, sorry, continue. I just saw it and I was like,
oh,
monkey neuron activated.
So, yeah. No, Breath of the Wild is a very fun game. There's lots of shit to do. It is reasonably difficult, which you don't see with too many Legend of Zelda games. Although I did have my fair share of difficulty with Wind Waker, of all things, The Last Temple.
Dude, I played
it was difficult.
My friend let me borrow it.
Yeah.
And then when I actually finally got into it, I was like, I need it back, and we just never played. Never finished it. Sad.
Fair enough.
That was the only other Zelda game other than Link to the Past that I played.
Sure. No, that's all right. That's really all I gotta say. Is you gotta experience it for yourself. You can climb in it. Link can jump for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Without an item, of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to you, Ashby. Let's go with your number 10.
Ah, yes.
A DS game, Drawn to Life 2.
I don't know if it was called Drawn to Life 2, but I'm pretty sure it was a sequel.
All right. All right.
Well, it was a sequel. I know it. I don't know if that was the name of it, but just a little context about me. I already know this, and because I already know this, I'm going to probably skip this part of the podcast because we're the only audience.
Whoa.
But I draw fairly badly. I write mediocre. It's mediocrity.
Mediocrity. I write
in
mediocrity.
writing, yeah.
I bleed mediocrity.
But it's because I was a very creative child. I like to still think I'm a creative person and probably child.
Don't you know you lose creativity when you turn 13?
Oh, it's been gone for 3 years. Okay. But like you basically drew everything you used and like on this on the DS, and I was like, my God, this game is going to let me get out all of my energy, and I played it into fucking oblivion. It was the first DS game that I got that I played a lot, other than Diamond. Those are like the 2 first games I got. Other than that, I don't remember. Oh, there was this Bakugan game and this one like. Monster truck game that I also had, but those were awful. So
I played a Monster Truck game too on the DS.
Yeah.
It was awful, but I liked it because driving was kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, pardon the sounds. I'm stretching a rubber glove over a piece of metal. Anyway.
Hold on, we're in the room where all my games are. I can look at these.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, also, I got Metroid Prime on the DS, and I remember like at my old daycare we always did like the online like PvP thing.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
Speak up.
I'm sorry, it was awful and I hated it. Oh my God, I found it.
Found the launcher. Oh, the Monster Truck game. Hold on, let me see that. Oh, I believe
did we play the same one?
Yeah, I think this one. I see this one a lot. Oh yeah, it's got the freaking ski jump game I played a lot. Yeah, that is the exact one that I played too.
Dang.
Yeah. What a game. What a phenomenal workout. Okay. Anyway.
Next game. How long has it been going on?
It has been about 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's at the top. Yep, 15 minutes and 8 seconds. 15 minutes and 8 seconds. Alright.
I feel like a lot longer.
For me, we'll do my number 10 then. That being, how did we do all? Hold on, I'm wrapping my head around this. Oh yeah, we didn't do that. All right, we'll do my number 9 then. At number 9, I have Resident Evil 7 for the Xbox One.
That was a really good game.
Now,
I liked it.
Why 7? I'm not really sure. I'd probably not even say it's my favorite Resident Evil game. I think 3 is my favorite Resident Evil game. I don't know why. I just enjoy... I don't know. It's hard to explain, because while I'd say... What does that say? Kirby regresa con nuevas habilidades. Incredibles. Well, I would say that 3 is personally my favorite. I guess
I don't know why I had you read that. I'm sorry.
That's alright, dude.
I'm sorry. I've brought about your end. That was a chant to summon a demon that would end the world. It's gonna end the world, man.
Well, he's right there. Kirby demon. Hi. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why I like Resident Evil 7 so much. I really do. It's a fun game. It's first person, which is not very common in the Resident Evil series. The only 2 first person Resident Evil games sucked, and yeah, no one likes them. But this one good though. This one is good. It's actually scary, which is not too common in the Resident Evil series anymore. But 8's coming out. I'm really glad. I like Ethan as a main character. You can crucify me if you want. I do not care. I just thought it was a good game. I liked the virus in it. I liked the Baker family. I think they are some of the best characters in any of the Resident Evil games.
Really?
And yeah, it's a good game. I recommend it. Alright. Now, let's do your number 4, and then we'll do my number... Oh, because we did your number... Okay, in that case, we'll do my number 10.
Yeah.
Alright. So my number 10 is Stardew Valley. Preferably for the PC. However, the Switch version is equally as good. But you don't need an online subscription to play a PC version with your friends. You need internet, which you also need. Whatever. Anyway, I like Stardew Valley a lot. It's a fun farming game. I'm a big fan of the Harvest Moon series because it's just a very relaxing, addicting, and fun time. You can marry people, you can plant crops, you can marry people, you could get farm animals, have a child, you can marry people. It's fun. I mean, it's a very enjoyable and casual experience that you can just pick up for a couple hours each, every few days or
Every
whatever.
few minutes.
Every like second that you want. I'm playing it right now for the 28th time. No. It's fun. It's a good game. It's an enjoyable game. I mean, I I play a lot of it. I have in total over 100 something hours in Stardew Valley, which isn't a lot, but seeing as how I only ever played it after work during the summers, it's a good bit. I played it a lot. Yeah, I played. There was, of course, the Harvest Moon incident, where I first got hold of the Harvest Moon game for the first time. That being Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town for the Game Boy Advance. I got it on my Wii U Virtual Console a few years back, and I played it for 26 hours straight without stopping. And yeah, I've hardly touched the Harvest Moon game since then, until relatively recently, about a year ago. I got Rune Factory 4, which is an equally as good. I was gonna put that tied with Stardew Valley, but I don't know. I had to pick one of them, and I guess Stardew Valley. Rune Factory 4 is equally amazing. It's like if Final Fantasy and Harvest Moon had a baby. Except it's not turn-based, it's an action RPG. But anyway, yeah, Stardew Valley. Fun game. Play it. Go. Now. Do it.
Leave. Go. No, no, no.
All right. And at number 4 for Al. At number 4 for Ashby, we have For Honor for the Xbox One.
Yes, that is one of the few online games that I very much
Speak
enjoy.
up.
It's one of the few online games that I very much enjoy. Basically, there are three factions: the Vikings, Knights, and Samurai, with a slew of characters to play as in each of the factions, and you just kind of like fight people. It's a very interesting style of combat with a surprising amount of depth and skill required to play it. And I think for that reason and how different each like character plays relatively to how much it'll allow, the UI will allow. There's a lot of complex, a lot of difference, a lot of variation. And it's still getting updates. Obviously, it's fallen victim to the battle pass syndrome of a lot of online games. But even then, you don't have to get it to enjoy the game. Like, it's literally just cosmetic stuff. So it's like it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, because I'm a fantasy nerd, it's the kind of game that I want there to be more of. And I think for that reason, it's clicked with me a lot for that reason. It's like $15, $20.
Yeah, you could get it used for like a few bucks. It's really not expensive. It was in demand when it first came out, and then it slowly but surely fell out of demand, and now
Still,
it's pretty cheap. So pick it up.
The community is still pretty large, surprisingly enough. Just a warning though, I have to say this: I love the game. I think it's really good. I really enjoy it, but the community is absolute fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Do not turn voice chat on for the fucking life of you. You will just.
That's the case with most games, really.
Yeah, I mean, this one is just horribly salty though. It gives a poor taste in my mouth because of how much sodium chloride is in the air when I play that game.
Damn.
But still, good game. That doesn't take away from the experience if you have thick skin. It's forged my thick skin. Me and Benny play it a lot. He plays it a lot more than I do. And he has a tolerance to a lot of people's BS because of For Honor.
I'd say it's alright. It's maybe, a fourth, fifth fantasy. It's no, Final Fantasy. Anyway,
Of course.
moving on.
Back to Final Fantasy.
Back to Final Fantasy. Did you guys know I like Final Fantasy? I really like
He
Final
owns
Fantasy.
every copy.
I own
Like,
physical every single Final Fantasy mainline.
He owns
game.
every copy of every Final Fantasy
I hope to
game.
own Chocobo Mystery
He has
Dungeon for
all
the
of it.
Switch.
He has every single Final Fantasy game and every single copy to exist.
Yes, they're all mine. If you own Final Fantasy, haha, you don't. It's mine.
And I will not sell it, no matter.
Yeah, no,
matter
I have a monopoly. They are worth billions of dollars each, and no one can have them but me.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to top three. Let's start with me. We've already gone over one of your top three, that being
Have we?
Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry. Ah!
Okay, we'll start with my number three and work my way up. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, is my third favorite game of all time. And not because it's a particularly well-made game, because don't get me wrong, it is. It's a fantastically made game. It's very intricate with the movements and everything you could do. There's lots of upgrading, customizability. There's, of course, the partners you can have, like Quiet, Diamond Dog, the Walker, all sorts of things. There is, the mother base. It's over like 40, 50 hours long, but it didn't feel like that because I enjoyed it every single step of the way. Because not only is it such a very well made game, but when you take that and then combine it with the fact of how it fits into the lore of the Metal Gear franchise, it's a masterpiece, really. And Hideo Kojima does not let you forget that he made the fucking game, because every goddamn episode you play, it will give you the credits for the entire game. And part can be annoying, but at least you know who made the game. So that's good. I really enjoyed the game. I played it once and a half. Originally I played it when I had not played all the other Metal Gear games, and I was like, this game's cool, but it's hard, and I have no clue what I'm doing or what's going on, but it's fun, and that's why I kept playing. I got like 10, 15 hours in, I was like, you know what, I give up. Then a year later, about 2 years ago, I was like, let's play every Metal Gear game in order. I started with 2, realized that was not the order. Then I went forward to 3, realized that was the first game I was supposed to play, so I played 3, got a PSP just to play Peace Walker, played Peace Walker, not realizing that there was a collection on the Xbox 360 that had Peace Walker. Then I played...
And you cried.
Yeah. Then I got Ground Zero, and then I got 5. And oh my god, by that time I thought I was burnt out on Metal Gear, because I played these back to back, not playing anything else. But no, 5 was a breath of fresh air. It was something very different, and
like,
something...
let's just say, a Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, guys, great game. Go buy it. Final Fantasy 5, great game. Go buy it. Stardew Valley, great game. Go buy it. But Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom
Horrible
Pain,
game. Don't buy it.
amazing game. I'm buying it for you. It's arriving at your home tomorrow. Alright, good game. I really like it. It's very good. Hideo Kojima, please make Silent Hills. I can't wait for when you do. Your newest game wasn't that good, but I don't care. Alright, number 2 for... Let's do Ashby.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. Number 2 for Ashby is... No, that's for 1. What have you done? It's Titanfall 2 for the Xbox
2.
One.
I really like Titanfall 2. Okay, so it was the first first-person shooter online game that I had played and gotten really invested in. At that point I was going through an Attack on Titan phase.
Shit.
If you didn't know this,
I like Attack on Titan.
if you didn't know this, me and Nathan are giant.
More than Ashby. What? Sorry.
Me and Nathan are giant weebs.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, we're giant weeps. We like anime, we like manga, we like all that shit because we're nerds. Ha, lol, XD. Anyway, enough pog-based, anime-based cringe.
Enough pog-based cringe.
Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2. And I think, like, the fact that the giant robots that you can get inside of and control, them being called Titans, I was like, oh.
I love Gundam.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I got really involved with the community, surprisingly enough. I made 2 fan stories, which are just glorified fan fiction because I am a loser. And like, I don't know, just the concept of you being a pilot and then still being a driving force in the battlefield. And you don't even have to have your Titan in. It's just like you got a friendship with your big boy, and you like get inside him and stuff. And that sounds really weird.
Just about.
And you control him and stuff, and he's like,
Big Boy.
yeah, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna fart in
kill
your
you.
ass, dude. Oh.
Dude, hilarious.
And I know, right?
Thank you for coming on this. We already made that joke. Anyway,
Then there, what else is it? The story, the campaign. My God, Titanfall 3, please. It was a giant fucking cliffhanger. Spoilers if you haven't played Titanfall 2 campaign.
Spoiler.
Giving him a minute. I'm giving him a minute. Listen. If you want to leave, leave now. Leave. I'm about to spoil this game. All right.
Leave now. Actually, you know what? Unless you already know the ending, leave. Play the game, do whatever.
And then come back. You can get it for like.
It's really damn cheap. It's one of like the first Xbox. No, Titanfall 1 was one. It's cheap. Go get it.
I think it was one of the earlier Xbox One games.
I think Titanfall was a launch title for the Xbox One, I believe.
It wasn't on 360 though, wasn't it?
It was both of them. It was cross generation, I guess, is the name.
Okay,
and then Titanfall 2 didn't come out recently, but it wasn't too long ago. Yeah, it was something like that.
Anyway, Titanfall 2. The story was really good. When BT dies at the end, you get his like head.
Dude, what? Bluetooth dies at the
The helmet that you get is like starts blinking on. It's like, whoa, BT is probably still alive, even though it's not really much to do with him. But still, it's like, holy shit, story can continue. And they have hinted, it's all but confirmed that Titanfall 3 is going to exist, but it's not in development yet because Apex Legends is a big thing right now. Fuck Apex Legends. I despise it. I played it for a bit, too long. It was awful. Anyway, Titanfall 2, great game, great
Played it for
story.
like 5 minutes, too long.
Yeah. I only play mobile games. Candy Crush, top of my list. Spoilers.
Titanfall 2, Android port. Great game.
Yeah, really good game. It was a big... That and my number 1 spot basically brought me and my best friend together, which is not Nathan. Nathan is not my best friend. I hate him.
It's okay. You're not my best friend either.
I know.
All right, best friend.
We can't do this.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Not on the
brothers.
Cumcat.
We're
We
brothers.
are brothers. I forgot.
That's why we're not close friends.
We're not best friends. We're best brothers. All right. My number 2 is... I don't even have to look it up because I already know my second
And you
favorite
basically
game.
threw your phone on the
I
ground.
tossed my phone on the ground accidentally.
I threw it into the fan and it shattered into a million pieces. There's like pieces of shrapnel on my eyes and face. And...
Nier Automata 1, not 2. Nier Automata for the Xbox One. It's a great game. It's a weeb game, but it doesn't have to be a weeb game because it's just a fun game.
It's
got
not a weeb
great
game unless you
combat.
make it.
Exactly. It's got great combat. It's got a story that can be built off of by playing its prequels, but you don't have to.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
the
I
goal.
still enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it. It's got one of the only. It's not one of. It's got the only soundtrack I've ever bought or I've ever bought. It's got the only soundtrack I've ever bothered downloading and or adding to a playlist in video game history. Because it's got really weird, it's a very interesting soundtrack. There's lots of chanting, lots of hoo-ha, a lot of things. It also has made-up languages in it. And
Yeah.
I like made-up languages because they sound funny.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's
Here,
a
let's talk
really
in
fun
made-up
game.
languages
Tubi's
right
ass
now
is
for a
great.
bit. Nisham come klim flibdum.
Gazorpidorp.
Grow
Beeforing.
Crumba
Crum
Frimba
Dwarf. Gas stations are pretty cool.
Flimba
Dude, that wasn't English. Gas stations are pretty cool is Spanish for fuck you.
It means I hate you and your mother, your entire lineage. I will kill you. This is a declaration of war.
This is not a threat. This is a promise. But yeah, Nier Automata, very good game. Main character's hot, both of them, all three of them, and
Actually, just 9S.
yeah, just 9S,
9S.
just his pod actually, nothing
Yeah,
else.
just
You see, you'll get that. It's also a very
you'll get it if you play the game. Play it
there's a
now.
lot of different game
If you
modes.
have the Games Pass, you can
Not
get it for
game
free.
modes. The only game mode is story mode, but there's a lot of
It's an
different.
online multiplayer.
There's a lot of different genres that this game is. It will,
yeah,
like at the start of the game, it's a top-down bullet hell
That
sort
first
of
segment,
shooter.
that segment is going to snag you by the balls.
That yeah,
dude.
if
It's great.
if you don't enjoy the first level of that game, which you will,
bad taste.
you have bad taste.
Or you're just not a weeb.
yeah, the game is definitely not for you if that first level doesn't snag, because it somehow manages to be one of the best parts of the game, but not like the
Not
rest
by
of
a
the
lot.
game's not a
Not by a lot in a good way.
yeah, it's not. The rest of the game's not a total letdown because of how good the first level is. In fact, it gets better and better and better. And
which
I
is why
mean,
I need to
technically,
actually
the
read it.
entire last third of the game is amazing, and I love it. And yeah, I played it on hard mode. It's a very difficult game. If you want it to be, you put it on easy mode, you could literally walk around and you'll be fine. But yeah, it's very black and white are really the main two colors that are in it,
Yeah.
but for the first part of it. But then you'll go to Earth and stuff, and there's all this green, and there's these animals and stuff, and it's a very pretty, very enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, my number one spot.
Am I saying it?
Terraria. It's Terraria.
It's Terraria.
I really like Terraria. That is the most played game I have just ever. I've played Terraria too much. I have over 3,000 hours of Terraria on Steam, mainly because I've played it for like 7 years. I've had it for a very long time. I remember waiting for 1.2 to come out and getting really hyped about it. And it was like, oh my! I remember watching the Exo Avalon playthroughs, which is like a really old mod for the series, which was before 1.2. Which you didn't see too often, and it was like, oh my god, this is cool. Terraria, if you didn't know, 2D side-scroller is compared to Minecraft a lot. There's barely any, I don't get it. They're both sandbox games, that's about all they have in common.
Yeah.
And there's references to the
And you
games
dig.
in both
You dig.
those. Yeah, and you dig.
You dig.
And I guess you go to hell, but you don't need to make a portal in Terraria. It's cool. Terraria is cool. It's more combat-based.
And you mine, and you craft,
Yeah.
and you fight the Ender Dragon,
Yeah.
and there's Herobrine or something.
It's more based around combat and high fantasy elements, which I think
Very high fantasy
Yeah.
elements.
Which
more
I
so than
honestly
Minecraft.
prefer. I prefer the atmosphere of it to Minecraft, but like I still see merit in both. They still both have their pros. They still both have their cons. But at the end of the day, because of nostalgia, because of my appreciation for the genre, and because of just the way that Terraria was made and has finally reached completion in its updates, I just prefer it to Minecraft. It's been there for me for a long time. It's gonna sound cliche as hell, but it's helped me through hard times. Because fantasy is always like the genre I run to when I don't want to exist in this current realm. So like I'll fall back on fantasy. So Terraria has like carried me through a lot of shit. But yeah, I like Terraria.
As do
cool.
I. Not as much
Yeah.
as Minecraft, but I like Terraria
Yeah.
still. Last time I played it was back in the day when you beat the wall of flesh, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was a simpler game back then.
I remember
Well,
when it
that's
was
okay.
still just Skeletron.
I beat it. Yeah, it is a fun game. It's a fun
Yeah.
game. Enjoyable.
It's like-
buy it, get it now.
It's like 10. It might be $7 now or
it's
$8.
It's
Get it.
not expensive
It
at
is.
all.
It is definitely. Even if you don't like it, it's still a good game to try.
Yeah.
It deserves more recognition, in my personal opinion.
Blanc. All right.
Also, it has a really good modding community, just like Minecraft. Huh. There's like official mod support on Steam too. That's another good thing that you can get into. Just saying. Anyway, continue. My bad.
Drum roll, please.
Sorry. Sorry.
All right, 3,
My arm
2,
to
1.
Hey, I'm
Boning.
God, that
It's
hurts my
Half-Life 1.
arm.
My favorite game is Half-Life 1.
Yeah, that's cool.
Why Half-Life 1?
It's Half-Life.
It's Half-Life 1.
Anyway,
Half-Life 2.
goodbye, guys.
Half-Life.
Anyway, this is your podcast. Goodbye.
Okay. Panya loves ham. Panya loves Sosuke. Panya loves revolution.
Damn, we did our fan dub already.
And we did. Hell yeah. I'll add it into the comic later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just add us in the background of each panel, just saying it with her.
Anyway,
Oh god. Okay.
Half-Life 1 is the most consistently perfect game I have ever played. And I have played it multiple times. I have beat it multiple times. I have not played Black Mesa in fear that I might want to kill myself afterwards because there's nothing left in this world that could beat its pure just awesomeness. It's a great game. Black Mesa, I really look forward to playing it. My friend Matthew, he's played Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, as have I. I've played Blue Shift, Opposing Force, Portal 1, Portal 2, Team Fortress 2. He's played... It doesn't matter. He has agreed that Half-Life is... right after we beat Halo, which I am not a fan of.
So he had to brace for impact.
Yeah. I do not like Halo. We played through every Halo game, so I am just as qualified and unbiased as anyone else who has played it to say it's mediocre. The universe is cool, I guess. Just watch Star Wars. The games are mediocre at best.
hyped.
They're repetitive. They're annoying. They're boring. I do not like them. Except 3. 3's all right. 2 is... all the other ones are bad. Especially ODST. Fuck anyone who likes ODST. I don't know how that's a fan favorite. That is one of the most repetitive and annoying games I have ever played. Anyway, enough of that. Half-Life, he said that Half-Life is the most consistently flawless series he has ever played. And the only flaw I can think about in the entirety of the series is that, A, there's no Half-Life 3. Funny meme. And... B, that I guess in Half-Life 2 the graphics can get sort of boring after extended playtime, but that's like it.
Through what I've played,
the story's fine. The combat's really fun. There's a lot of skill that you can get. Like, it doesn't need a difficult. The game's as difficult as you want it to be. If you want to walk in the park, there's plenty of saves. You could eventually power through a difficult segment, even if you're the most inexperienced at FPS games, which I am. I don't like FPS games that much.
Which is ironic because your favorite one is Half-Life.
Yeah, exactly. Half-Life 1, though, is where it started. The world building's fantastic. The grotesque abominations that are the enemies you fight are really cool. The weapons are really fun. There's no gravity gun or anything like that, which would have been awesome back then. But there's the fucking what it's called. I don't know. We'll call it the proton accelerator ray, for lack of a better name. But anyway, fun weapons, very fun environment. The graphics are amazing. It was extremely innovative for its time. It is one of the founding fathers of FPS games. And also it's made by Valve, and also has a giant testicle spider. I mean, what's not to love?
I mean, that's like debatably the best part. Is that why it's your favorite game?
Gonark, yeah. Gonark is the only reason I like Half-Life.
Cool.
No, it is an amazing game. I highly recommend you play it. It is just such a fun experience. And I do want to play Black Mesa, and I will eventually play it.
Okay, so you didn't hear this from me, but eventually, I'm not going to put any dates on it, but eventually we will be doing a series about Half-Life.
Yes, we will be playing Half-Life on the channel eventually. It might be Black Mesa, though, if we feel so inclined.
Alright.
Black Mesa...
You wanted me to play Half-Life 1.
Okay, so Black Mesa, if you do not know, is just Half-Life 1, but graphically enhanced.
Oh, cool.
Like, it's made by a fan, too. A fan took the game, and he just redid all the graphics. It took like several years, and it looks amazing. And other than that, it's just Half-Life 1.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah. it's a near flawless way to. It's the definitive way of playing Half-Life 1.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so it's fun. It's a good game. I love it. And that just about wraps up our list. I mean, let's see if there's anything else that we got on here. Find my microphone. Oh yeah, it looks like we missed 20 on this list. All right, let's start with the first one. Anyway, so yeah, this was our first attempt at a podcast. I don't know how it went.
Don't react at all. We'll keep going regardless of your opinion.
If you liked it, tell us you liked it. Tell us why you liked it. Tell us if you enjoyed it.
We'll know we'll at least get one comment.
Yeah, how far into it you quit, or I mean, I guess if you tell us that, it'll be like, I mean, you said that at the end of the video, Nathan. So whatever, it doesn't matter. I hope you watched some of it. I hope you enjoyed the video because I sure enjoyed making it.
Yeah, this is
talking about
fun
games.
to talk about.
It's fun to chillax on a couch and just talk.
Yeah.
So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget the messages, the stuff we talked about at the beginning about where we're taking the channel.
Down. We're getting rid of it. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, all right, we're done here. Goodbye.
No, but actually, shit. I don't know when this video is going up, and after this video does go up, I don't know when the next video is going to go up, but just know it will go up. Unless we will make a video saying that we are deleting the channel if we delete the channel.
Yeah.
Not that there would be much point to it. But we don't have any plans to delete the channel. We have no plans to, abandon the channel. We just have plans to change the channel a bit. Yeah. We're going to make it a little more of a little bit of everything. It's going to be enjoyable.
And I feel like we did kind of burn ourselves out a bit.
Yes, we did.
Every week.
Yes. But yeah, this has been the Cumcast. We hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next episode when we have a special guest that nobody knows except us because he's a friend. All right.
Indeed.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have fun, cumheads.
Have fun, cumheads.
Hey guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, why not watch this other video? You can even subscribe if you want. The link to our Twitter is located in the description below if you wanna go and check that out. Alright, we love you guys. See ya next time.